Hello, my name's Cheryl Reynolds and I'm a senior lecturer in teacher education based here at the University of Huddersfield. And working together with my colleagues across the network, some of whom will be your centre tutors, we've been developing this iPDP tool. And iPDP stands for Individualised Personal Development Plan. And basically what we've endeavoured to do is to give you the opportunity to develop a kind of online presence and a portrayal of yourself as a professional and as a teacher as you progress throughout the course. And to that end, what we've hoped to do is to provide you with an opportunity to lodge all of the work that you produce for this qualification here in one central location. So the sorts of things that you might include, you can have a look at through the left-hand menu that you see at the side of this page. So this home page is where you'll post a profile of yourself, and you might, for example, replace this video with a picture of you, or perhaps even a little bit of footage of you talking a little bit about yourself. You'll also, of course, add some details about yourself. Oh, be on that side for you, won't it? About yourself, including your name and so on, and your highest qualification. And then underneath this video, you should replace that text with a little bit, just a paragraph or so, about your main teaching responsibilities, whether you've done any teacher training in the past. And then if you look right down at the bottom of the page, you'll see there's a place for you to add files, and what we'd like you to do is to add a CV there. Moving on then to look at those left-hand menu options, sort of look across there on your right. Is it your right? No, your left. You'll see that there are various different menu items that you can add to. So the first is a teaching log, where you'll tell us how many hours you teach, what kind of provision you deliver, what are the key characteristics of that provision, and so on. And that gives us an impression of the sort of work that you're doing, but of course it also assures us that you're doing the minimum 50 hours of teaching during this academic year. Following on from that, you'll see that there's a space to submit your first two assignments. That's the initial teaching assignment and the enabling and assessing learning assignment. And those can both be handed in a bit like the CV. You can add files to upload your work in that way. And then beneath that, you'll see that there's a range of different self-assessment areas, and this is a really important part of your course. And right at the start of your course, we'd like you to do some self-assessment where you look at your skills as a teacher in each of those 5 areas that are represented. So characteristics, lessons, explanations, files, and core skills. And see this really as a work in progress. So you first go at it, it's not high stakes, it's just you kind of banging down your ideas about where you think you fall in relation to those criteria. And then we'd like you to return to that on a kind of regular basis throughout the year, perhaps even once a month, to review your progress towards meeting those criteria, and also to start to provide evidence that backs up the claims that you're making for your achievements and your current standards. Below that, you'll see there's the opportunity to upload records of your observations. So you'll have 4 of those spaced throughout the academic year, 3 from your tutor, your teacher education tutor, and 1 from your mentor. And you can upload all of the records that are associated with that under the observations menu item. You can also upload records of mentor meetings, and we'd recommend that you meet with your mentor relatively regularly and that you keep a record of each meeting and that you upload it there. So at least once a term, but preferably more often if you possibly can. Then there's a space for you to create some blog posts that reflect on a number of different things. First reflective aspect we'd like you to look at is your lessons. So reflections on 6 of the lessons that you think either you've done something brilliant in and it's gone really, really well, or something's been really challenging and you found it difficult and you've needed to find solutions to that problem. So 6 lessons spaced throughout the year. And then there are 2 other aspects to reflection that we'd like you to record there. One is around your development of core skills, and you can use your self-assessment in core skills to support you with that. And the other is around your subject specialist pedagogy and how effective you think you are as a teacher of your own particular specialism. Moving on then, there's scope for you to submit your personal skills work, and this comes much later on in the year. We're getting towards the end of things now. So you'll do a personal skills assignment that you can upload, and also you'll share some of your personal skills development with the rest of your group, and you'll upload evidence of that sharing in the same location. And then right at the bottom underneath personal skills, you'll see that there's a progress menu item, and that's where you can kind of tick off all this stuff. So you'll want to keep a central record of what you've achieved and what you've still got left to do, and you can do that through the progress menu item. And then of course, if you need help with using the technology here, where to click, how to upload things, how to add video or change the theme of your and colour of your iPDP, you can find guidance on how to do that under the help menu item. So we very much hope that this is going to be an engaging, productive experience for you in using your iPDP. Most of all, we hope that it will be truly developmental. Many of you will know the challenges of encouraging your own students to keep records and reflect upon their own personal development, and often it's a kind of tick boxy affair. And what we're really striving to do here, and what our aspiration is that this will be a truly developmental opportunity where you can give a lively, authentic, accurate portrayal of yourself as a professional, as a teacher, as somebody who's developing their professional practice.